one thing that helped me was to understand that I'm from Kampala. Now I have to leave Kampala there, and now I have to learn and get into here. So I accepted that that's one of the most important things.
That now I'm in German.
Thank you. I've landed. I'm there. Some of us have not yet landed. We're still using our cultures. We're still...
Welcome to Ubuntu Unfiltered.
Wow.
It is your host, Enoch, and today I really have a special guest, and that is none other than Pastor Violet. So most of you have been seeing her on TikTok, and here she is, lively on Ubuntu Unfiltered. Yes, Pastor Violet, welcome to Ubuntu Unfiltered.
Wow, I'm so much humbled, Enoch.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah.
This is a platform I call the community is connecting.
Yeah.
And all I can feel are the voices connected in one space. So I'm so happy to have me here. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, to everyone who is watching Ubuntu Unfiltered and those who are seeing it for the first time, would love to know, who is Pastor Violet?
Wow. Thank you so much. So I'm Violet, and basically I'm in German. I'm from Uganda, 7 years in German, and I'm a midwife by profession.
Wow.
So apart from that, I'm an author. I'm working on a magazine as well. And so I was doing the writing back home, but even here, my first book was self-found, Discovering the Treasure That Is Within You, actually. And not only that, I'm a mother of two and also leading a ministry for the last 2 years. That is the Revival Fellowship in Munich.
Wow.
So we are a FIAN that is leading that. And above everything, I'm a vessel and I'm a lady on fire waiting to see where God takes me.
Wow. You really seem like you're really doing a lot in our community, and the community needs to hear from people like you. We have many people out there who are really inspired by people like you in our community to be. You have really made it here. You're doing all these things at the same time. I would first ask you, how do you balance your work and all that you do besides the pastor thing? Like, you have to preach all the time. You have to talk to people. How do you balance this thing here in German? Because it is really so tight.
No. Thank you so much, and blessings to those that are watching as well. So that's a question that I received so very much. But one thing is about the time I took to understand that everything to go to another level, for you to balance, you need to let go of what is not supposed to be there. So sometimes you end up having so much, but you try to push yourself in such a system.
Okay.
Not only pushing myself, but also getting the energy of prayer. Personally, I would be empty without him. Because if you saw how my day goes on, I would say I'm empty without God. So for everyone out there that is watching, one thing I would always say that as long as you carry that radical faith, so it keeps you going. Because sometimes you wake up and it's just not a very good day. Sometimes you wake up and it's a lot on your day.
Yeah.
So you have to, we all have different agendas.
You have to run up and down.
Up and down. Thank you. You have a lot that calls for yourself. So sometimes I always say that he fills you up, and you end up counting, and he gives you the vacuum. You find yourself fulfilled there. So I find myself so much in prayer, in God. Yeah. Exactly.
This is a question I also want. It is really challenging for people who are living here and are so much drawn in faith, and living in a world where no one cares about religion and church as much as we do back home in Africa. That religion is really a thing, or going to church, or Christianity, or Muslim, where it is very fine.
Oh, yes.
No one is into it, and it is not really something. As we take it back home, it is not really something as people perceive it here. Here, it is okay someone to say, I don't believe in anything and I don't need to, and church is not really a thing. How do you manage to keep in that line, having been in such a land where even it is very fine someone to come up and be like, I don't believe in such, and why would you? And being in a land where people run away from taxes. and say, why can I be a Christian while living in Germany? I will end up paying a lot of taxes. We pay church tax. So how do you manage to keep in this line?
Number one is to accept. You accept the system and accept what you've been given as a mandate.
Okay.
I accepted it and I had questions of how, where, when, and how to manage a few things. And number two, I accepted people for who they are.
For who they are.
And I believe that it's not my responsibility or your cause for you to change a soul out there, but you just have to do your best. Because sometimes you want to help God so much. You want to fight, help him. So sometimes I always say, in Uganda, we say, oyagala kuyambako katonda tenga abikola. So sometimes accept people how they do. And every one of us is to do their part.
Yeah.
It is to stay in that space of yours. And there's every system challenges.
Yeah, of course.
Every space calls for a lot. But one thing that has really helped me out is you accept that you're there and you have a mind of knowing that I'm overcoming. I'm not staying in this place, you know. So I accepted that. And as a leader, I always want to accept people everyone the way they are. Me personally, everyone, we all carry our, maybe someone says they don't believe in God or something. First, let someone know that it's a journey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a journey of process, and it has helped me to interact with every kind of person. You accept and know that it's a process, and God does the best of it. Exactly. Yeah, I think so.
That is really powerful. And 7 years back, when you have just arrived to Germany, I would love to know, how was it back then? How did people perceive more so our Ugandan community? Because right now we have several churches around, several born-again churches. I recently had a Catholic community celebrating the Uganda Mass here in Munich. And we're seeing now people are drawing closer, more so our Ugandan community to the faith. And the most important thing, drawing closer to communities and strengthening God. So how was it back then? Was it simply for you to just start up here and be like, this is it?
I think in the beginning we had no bridge that connected the communities and the people. So people say we are all distant from each other, but in the beginning, the past years, we could not see what connected us, the common cause. Everyone felt comfortable to be home. But when they realized that they needed a community, needed a place to count on. So I can say for me, I can really see that we are getting somewhere.
As the Ugandan community?
Basically, as all communities at large.
Yep.
I love to generalize.
Yeah, that is really important.
Yeah.
I would love to say African communities. Because we have been seeing the East African communities. Sometimes it always people come Kenya, Tanzania.
Exactly, yeah.
And we're seeing all these communities. Personally, the church I go to has people from almost everywhere in Africa. And we're seeing how it somehow feels home to be in church.
Wow.
And sometimes this is a question when I meet people like you, I would like to ask, how was it back then?
It was really, I would say it wouldn't be challenging, but it felt lonely. And you find out that right now there's a lot of people learning from us. Let me tell you, Enoch, there's a mass we carried from Africa. There's something special about this skin. There's something special, I feel, because at the end of it all, I see people who are admiring the Germans. But let me tell you, they admire what we carry. You who is watching me, there is a lot that they admire in the inside of you. And sometimes I want to tell you that you can stay in the incubation process, or you can stay where you are and ask, when are things breaking out? But one thing I'm so sure, God is so certain in his own time. And I can tell you that people are going to watch the African community. People are going to watch you in your workplace. People are yet to watch what you carry. Because it all starts with understanding that there is so much has been placed in the inside of you. And when you know like a pregnant woman starts to have a different appetite of different things.
Yeah.
So when I knew that we as Africans, when we leave our countries, there is so much in us, you start to act differently. You start to own yourself. You start to carry the confidence within yourself. And honestly, that drives me, because if I go to my workplace and I'm the only Black, I'm so proud of it. I feel happy. Like, so some of us were like, it puts me down. The language is stopping me from giving it. Let me tell you, you can do it in English and the Germans will listen to you. So there is a mercy that is upon you who is an African, and actually they admire you. Do you know how many people admire our hair? How people are like, admire our simplicity. People are out there admiring, waiting for you to be the voice. So once I knew that, I went on in the secret place and I was like, what is that special thing that I carry? And trust me, when you see the communities, Togo, Africans, everyone different, when we come together, you can see that there is that energy, you know. And let me tell you, this is a time for people to come and learn so much from the Africans, from you that is watching me. So it's our time to shine. It's our time to be in the space that we are. Pilots that are Africans. Just last few days, I had a flight from Uganda to Brussels. I was looking for the gospel music in the, in the corner of the screen that is given to us. I didn't find anything like gospel. I didn't find those podcasts. Sometimes I listen so much to audio things. That's how I learned to write. And I didn't see anything connecting to what I want. So when the pilots came, you find someone who is a man or a woman, confusing. And some voice came to me and he said, this is time for Africans to go into the marketplace, for Africans to go into those communities. So every one of us, with your talent, with your skills, I think this is a time for people to admire what we carry, and we bless them with what we brought here. We came here for a purpose.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Exactly.
Sometimes it is really challenging for more. So during this time for the Africans living in Germany or the immigrants living here, for there is something, the struggle
Exactly.
towards integration, language, challenge that of course puts most of the people's guards down. During that time, how did you manage to overcome the issue to deal with integration? For this is one of the issues that most of our communities are battling with, integration. And of course, going into having a profession for what you're doing right now. How did you manage to drive through that path for someone out there to learn from you?
Wow, thank you so much, Enoch. I would actually say, I think the first time you met me, I met you at my workplace. And, I was so amazed. I already saw that there is a light upon you.
I really
saw that.
mentioning
That
of
came to my mind
meeting
now.
you
I
the
see your
first time
face.
at your workplace. I was like, I sat down, but what made me happy is that there was an African in the place. So I was like, I felt a bit calm. And the most surprising thing when you came and be like, what do you mean Uganda? I was like, oh God.
You feel you feel when you're not alone. All you want to money. You understand?
I was like, so
I saw you surprised.
I was really surprised. And I'm like, God, you have placed Ugandans in most of these places. And more so African in most of these places. If I can find an African working in such a place, I really feel proud.
Yeah.
I really feel like, can make it.
We are there.
We are there. So meeting you there, it was really heartwarming. And I was like, when you told me about the online church, I was like, good. But of course, there is a way how it made me feel calm. So speaking of the integration and the journey to having a career.
Exactly.
How did you manage to go through all this battle?
Exactly. So why did I bring you from there? I admire the German system. When I came, some of us, when we come here, I would say absolutely it was only English. I came and I was like, after being colonized by the British, we looked at where we come from. So I had to do a percentage. I had to do 75. English and then German language. Some of us, even when they invite us for a coffee, we don't want to go. We don't want to admire them better. We don't want to use the resources. So I would tell you it's not easy. It took me time. I would just tell someone that it's not about achieving a C1 or a B2, but it's about how practical are you to interact and introduce yourself and be bold to know that I'm just learning this language. Actually, sometimes I say it's a language. And we are all doing our very best. You understand? I wouldn't tell you that I have the best, but I can't communicate to someone. And when I meet them, we can hold a conversation and meet up. So one thing that helped me was to understand that I'm from Kampala. Now I have to leave Kampala there, and now I have to learn and get into here. So I accepted that that's one of the most important things.
But now I'm in German.
Thank you. I've landed. I'm there. Some of us have not yet landed. We're still using our cultures. We're still into our norms. I want to act like the way I used to act the other last time. It's like you can't be 32 again. You can't be that space again. So accept that you've landed.
Accept that you're now in German.
Yeah, some of us have landed, but we are still saying, tomorrow encha ngenda kuvaawo. Kkiriza wano w'olikola part yo wano.
Someone told me of even when he gets money, he still changes Naga. Uganda How much do I have in Uganda? Yeah. So the first thing is to accept in Germany. I'm now in Germany.
Wow. Yeah. So what does it take?
What does it take?
To be there. Church to all the okay, it's the language. And some of the people have advantage by waka. So we came boldly. So one thing I accepted, and the other thing I surrounded better to be better. Bw'ofuna omuntu mubuuzeeko some of the things we began by telling us they had the war in the east west netwasomako, like how you end up. So anyone out there, I would just let you know that once you surround better, once you're invited for a dinner, Africans are on phones. I'm sorry, Enoch. We go somewhere, they have invited on a German party, that's the time you check your Instagram.
Okay, very.
No, kebera. Twagala kubeera, be there.
Anti Olujamani si lwangu.
Si lwangu naye genda kwowulirize. Artist genda mu community balabe nti w'oli. Buli wolaga nti you're interested in something.
You're interested in learning.
Yeah, learning. Like some people say, how can someone invite me for a coffee? Ngenda kukola ki ebintwalira budde. But it's their culture. Biri mu culture. Nze bantu bangi nnyo benda banga okudialoginga nabo mubuuza tugenda ku coffee. Yeah. Fine, you don't do cigarettes in pause. Obiraba wano. Oganonyumyamu n'omuntu mpola mpola.
Let's have a coffee.
Let's have a coffee. Invite people. Baba kuyita ku think now way senga bo. Be like them and join their tribe and
copy
be
and paste.
Be there mpola mpola. You may not absolutely copy everything, but be discerning to know chinyambako kiki ekintwala okuyiga. But one thing that helped me was YouTube also. Learn with Anya. She's a brilliant lady. She speaks English and also German. So Anya helped me so much before I had here. Anya was helpful.
Oh, Nganga, you used to watch YouTube
Yeah,
videos.
I watch her so much. She would take a walk in the forest. She would do a meal. She would do in the garden. She's called Learn with Anya. For me, she helped me so much.
To integrate
into their learning here. And also the opportunities of the schools. They helped me so much. So I didn't look at working in the beginning. I came and learned, then gave birth to the kids, and then now I'm integrating and working here.
Anyway, right now we have a challenge that the government is raising issue to deal with school.
I heard about it.
With the language integration course. And it is a challenge that most of the immigrants here now are facing, most of our communities from Africa.
Yes.
And on top of the issues we had, that with integration, now it has come with a price at this point. What do you think someone out there should do at this point?
One thing I call for is we have voluntary sectors. I volunteered with Caritas. The first time I came, I was working as we used to do waitresses serving coffee. And that's how I actually got a German that brought my mom here in Corona time.
Wow.
So the blessing of the Lord will find you wherever you are. Show up. Even when you don't understand, show up and market yourself and value yourself. And look, I love myself. I value myself. I believe in myself. Because confidence takes you where you even find broken. it puts you there.
Yeah.
So I looked out for those volunteering places because we used to earn like 80 euros, Enoch, by that time. So I knew that I'm just there for what? Voluntarily and for a process, and it's just a journey. So from there I heard about Caritas school like that, So those courses, that's how you find, you begin with what is there, and as you wait,
you seek for opportunities.
You seek for opportunities. And I know we are the majority here. If we go out, the Germans are few, they will not do what we do. I always tell people, so those opportunities will be in our favor, and you'll be able to go do what? To integrate.
Seek for opportunities.
Seek for them.
They will help you
They are
integrate.
there. They are really there. You begin with those ones. The best finds you on something. Let me tell you, the Bible says, what do you have in your hand? He was asking Moses, I have the rod. Today they're asking you, what do you have? Before that job comes, before anything show up.
What do you have?
What do you have? It's very important.
That is really powerful. Well, having made through this whole system.
Yes, please.
And together with these communities, because I believe you're a person who bridges most of the communities. Leave alone the Ugandan communities aside.
Actually, I'm more in the other communities.
You're more in the other communities.
But also some in the Ugandan, some I have few there.
Yeah. I know most of the Ugandans more so watching on the platform are asking, katubachi interview eri mu luzungu.
Byonna tubeerayo naye olina okugenda ku kintu kyolaba nga
bridge all the
communities. Bwe tunaateeka mu Luganda, bw'onookola ebintu ng'eyo Uganda, obikole nga abikola Semba, bule olowooza abantu banaakola ki? Bwe njogera Oluganda ndoogera, bw'ontwala mu Nyarwanda mbeera mu Luganda ndiyo, mu Lujamani ndiyo, ate siga babuuza halo mu French. But let me tell you, a little of anything, ina chat GPD. Nze oluusi njibuuza awo ne ngigamba ki ekiri mu New York sinnatuukawo naye ng'olina ku picture about bannange, let's love to
do research.
What is one new thing that I've learned today? Ku mulimu gwo ku house building yo, ku kintu ky'okola, tulina scholarships ezo ogenda okulaba ng'obuuziza ekintu ng'ekintu kikutteyo. So everything Mukama ayagala nnyo abantu abajagujagu, be bold. Waliwo ekigambo ekipa kye bayita gomite, wakiwuliddeko?
Gomite.
Kintu ekyo nalabye Kampala nga Muganda ng'akyogera.
Omwana w'e Kasese n'akikyusa kati kiri umite.
You understand?
Yeah, but it is all in being bold and making the bold move.
Wow.
That is one thing I understand, being strong and bold.
Exactly. So much. Yeah.
So, you coming up to this journey.
Yes, please.
There is something I saw in your platform, which is the Africa Business Europe Summit. And it is what I want to ask you today.
Humbled.
What is the African Europe Summit about?
Wow. That is one of my heartbeat for Africans that are in Germany. Yeah. We can't reach out without money. And one thing I tell people, the marketplace is waiting for every one of us.
Yes.
So the first summit I had people from the States. Brian Kayongo, he's with Apostle Grace Rebecca. So
wow.
Yeah, I had him actually last year, 2024. I wanted to bring Haji Bakalwa, but then I think from Amsterdam he had some issues, but then he did come and Brian represented. It was fire in this room. But I said, now we are in Germany. Are there entrepreneurs we can look up to?
In German,
and we admire. Enoch, I've realized we admire the Germans so more. Njagala kubeera nga ye, ndi ebyabwe, nyambale nga ye, nkole business nga bo. Kati twagala bo batwegombe.
Twagala naffe ba Africans abazze wano ne bakikuba.
Thank you. Bakole ki? Batwegombe in the next year. So that's what we started. We are believing that embassies will work with us. We are believing that people will work with us. So volume 2, I'm bringing entrepreneurs within Germany. One of my friends, she has a journey of an African shop. She's going to tell us, Ogula what African shop. Also, one of the gentlemen I met a few 3 months, he's having an apotheke, pharmacy, mu Cameroon, aliwali. Naye bw'ofuna ku information omanya bweweetegeka
oggulawo otya edduuka e German. By the way, bangi baagala kutandika most of these things and nina abaana bendaba they are selling their things online n'ebirala. Someone would love to do a service. Yegomba wali omufirika akikola ate omubuuza, so
how do you do it?
how do you do it?
I'm bringing people who have the non-profitable. I went to the Notal to open up the fire, and they asked me, how bold are you? Enoch, I went before my papers. I was there. I was so bold. I opened up this revival fellowship. It's non-profitable. Nejirako ebimu. Abamu babalima nti kisoboka. Naye kambabuulire kisoboka.
Wow.
So I said, why am I having this African Europe Summit? Is for Africans to birth the potential within themselves. And in this room, it shall be so profound.
Wow. So where is this going to be?
So it's going to be in the New Perak Zentrum. It's actually 5 minutes to the venue, or 5, what's Wagulua Primark and those shops. And for everything, you have to attach a value. Ngamba nnyo abantu n'amafuta omuntu ow'omugaso olina okweteekako value. Kabaka tagenda kujjabirwa ku kkubo ataddeeko value.
Kulina okubeerako value.
Akasente.
And abantu b'ositula bonna, but anyway, tugenda kwogera ku the speakers. But what is the value?
Exactly. So the value is, one thing is your notebook and your pen and your iPad, and also the entrance ticket.
Your notebook,
your pen, yourself, and then the entrance code.
Entrance code. Ya sente meka.
Si nyingi nnyo. Ababanda babiliyonea boolaba awo batudde awo bandaba. Si nyingi nnyo. Tuli awo mu euro 5.
50 euros.
Yes, sir.
50 euros zetwabaddemu ne wagundi nga tunyumirwa wa King Saha.
Really?
Zetwabaddemu zetwali mu events endala, so it's only 50 euros.
Yes, please.
To enter to this summit.
Yes, please.
Wow, that is really powerful. We had
a discount on Easter last days. Ugandans were 40 euros. Nengamba those who are coming through, and those who come and use Ubuntu code can pay 40.
Ubuntu code. We are going to give you a code for Ubuntu Unfiltered for only those guys who have watched via Ubuntu.
Yes.
You use this code and get a discount of 40 euros.
Exactly.
We shall provide it.
Exactly. That will be good. They can come. Ubuntu, you send us 5 people, 40, 35. We just give you that. It's going to be, that's wisdom in that room.
Yeah.
I'm so attached to, you can't just get the light. Once it's like having a darkness in the room, but it's wisdom.
Yeah.
I'm so attached to better people.
All right. We have been having Tunyumidwa, but now it is time to feed our brains too.
Wow.
What should we expect on this Africa-Europe Business Summit?
Wow. Thank you so much, Enoch. Number 1 is navigating through the system.
Navigating through the system.
And then we are talking about insurance. Because I'm working with Deutsche Birata. They are some of my sponsors actually in that day. He actually knows you, Paul. He told me he met you.
Paul?
I go to Deutsche Birata because of Paul. Yeah, he actually told me he knows you met together.
Oh, yeah.
Abantu bedi bakumanyi. So he's one of the sponsors, and I'm also working with Deutsche Birata. One of the products jenjagala ya Bausch Parent nagitandikako.
Oh, yes.
Osobola okugula ekizimbe.
One in Germany.
Chisoboka. So, and we made a target of 4 years.
Wow.
For me, it can even be more less, but I just started because I had also the kids' savings. Abana bano bafuna kakinda guild. So kafune kakatine kakinda guild and you can save like 20. Suzona zona tuzigena gena mu mmere. You understand?
Mwabachala abali.
Yeah, because at 18 years, ofuna bonus of that money. Ati ne obuvuddemu mu Germany sente bakola ki?
Basigala bakuwa.
Bazikudiza ne bane bazikuwa. In that place, interest was sigalaja. Exactly. So we are missing out on information. Our AUKA insurance is tezina profit. So omwana ono tuchikunnyonnyola which thing that is benefiting you. So on that, one thing I tell you, it all goes to the point of getting the information. Exactly. So this day we are going to open it up. You understand? Before we sell it to other people out there, fabali mu Munich, tuina je tulaga.
Tuyina gye tulaga. Wow. Mirundi mingi tubadde tuyina ebikujjuko ebyenjawulo. Naye kyenjagadde kuno nti we are getting I would like to get people with valid information. Omanyi tugenda ne tubeera n'ebigambo bingi eyo nti bino bisoboka bino tebisoboka, but would love to hear mu bantu bano bennyini nga batugamba. I saw you had a panel of different speakers.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, speaking of these speakers, and abantu bandyagadde okumanya bantu ki ng'oggyeko insurance and all that abagenda okwogerako nabo.
Exactly. So one of the speakers is Dr. Tuka from Hamburg. I met him when I was doing the emceeing. I do emceeing, by the way, very corporate emceeing. Though no any but wona kyekyo kyenabagambye nti weeyagale we marketing gwe weeteekeyo kitegeera. We have Miss Bon again. They had actually called upon my emceeing in Amsterdam. I'm still negotiating with the travels and everything.
Wow.
But let me tell you, market yourself and put yourself there. So I met Dr. Tuka on one of the album launch for one of our brother. He's Sierra Leone nga reaching a music way. And the Holy Spirit was like, Violet, African Europe Summit etandikira wano. Setting a date, our doctor bayitirawo. So mukama buli wakulaba ng'otambula kuwa idea. Name about 9th May, African Europe Summit. Yangamba, I'll take a flight and come. And Dr. Tuka is coming. So I have Purity Weber. I think she's occupied in Berlin, but she's actually saying she'll be part of the sponsors for the next summit. So she wants to know.
Weber, this is the lady namulabako in sort of business.
Yeah.
Nalabako nga in
Yes.
some how do they call billboards here in Germany?
She has
have
them
a
actually.
picture, and I was like, wow, this is really powerful.
She's so ready. She's so really on fire and energy. So we have Stella. She's one of us. She has touched me on a wheelchair, and she wrote a book, Broken and Not Buried.
Okay.
Broken but not barren. And Stella she opened up her African shop in Pohai.
Wow.
And Stella is one of a radical lady that I love so much. So everyone around me, it's going to be a blessing of a room. We have Bill, I told you, the Apoteke, Ayagula Pharmacy, no Cameroon. And we have Lasana, he works with the embassy base, military base. He's a friend and he's coming to talk about leadership. Akolamo military here, the American embassy. And trust me, it is so profound. We have catering services and other people. Gillian is coming to talk about the power of networking. Yagula restaurant wano. And buli gwendese osobola okunyumyako noba osobola okujja n'ofuna ago amagezi oba n'obeerawo n'owuliriza but buli wobeera mu society nga waliwo omuntu akikoze nawe kikola ki? The more you surround better, you become better. So for me, what I'm doing is gwe nange buli omu tukole party yaffe ebisigaye tubikolere ki mukama. And I'm sure in the next 5-10 years the Germans will come to you nga balina nabo kye bakola ki kye bakuyigako. We are getting to the marketplace and we are getting to the marketplace. You can't be 30 again. This June I'm 34. I cannot be 30. Nga mukama nyamozi gyo mu 20 tosobola kudda mu myaka giri sefa abagala nzizaayo so baako kyokola in that specific time ng'okyasobola okuba ki omuvubuka baako kyewekirizaamu. I know it's hard. Depression is here, Enoch. People are going through a lot.
Yes.
Ne bw'ogenda n'olaba abataamu n'owegendako ebweru n'ofunako ka lufti n'okolako ki funayo akantu kolaba nga kakipinga and be you.
And also
yourself.
Listening to people like Abachimeki Nzewano. Me, I would love so much to listen to people who have gone through the system, people who have maneuvered. In one way or the other, most of the times when I feel down, there is a way how I feel uplifted.
Wow.
There is a way how I feel uplifted.
Right.
Like for example, I was somewhere this weekend and I was really happy to see most of the Africans here, youth. We were somewhere for a football match, and most of these guys came driving themselves.
Wow.
And I was like, this is really nice to have Ugandans.
Wow.
At least they are doing something.
Yes, exactly.
It is not a big achievement.
But you look and you appreciate.
But I appreciate it.
And then you become your energy. Enoka, if you work with 3 wise people, you're the 4th one. If you work with 2 full people, you're the 3rd full one. I want to tell you, I'm attracted to mindset and energy. Trust me, it drives me crazy. Every day of my life, biki byolaba ku simu ogenda kusula osuze ku movie era ojja kulota movie. So I tell you people, you become your energy.
What do you listen to?
What do you listen to? You become your energy. Where do you go? So I'm telling you that this is wisdom on 9th of May. And I'm telling you that there is more to come on this Ubuntu, that there is more that a German sets on Ubuntu and is like, wow, Africans are doing great.
Yeah.
That's what we are getting to.
Oh, that is really powerful. So 9th May.
Exactly.
We shall be in Munich for the Africa-Europe Business Summit.
Wow, amen. Yeah.
As we are coming on top of this conversation, I would love to ask you to send one word for people who are out there more so Ugandan, East African, Kenyan, Tanzanian, Nigerian, Zimbabwe, and to mention but a few, who are out there and still in refugee camps, but struggling to see how they can make it through the system so that they can live independently at some point. I want you to send them a word.
Thank you so much, Enoch. By the way, I love what you do. You inspire me so much. One thing is not like we talk about inspiration is like you are pushing the community somewhere.
Yeah.
You are lifting up the light that is in the inside of you. So one thing I would speak to someone, life is in stages and seasons.
Oh, yes.
We have the winter, the autumn, and summer. When you looked at me the last 1 year when I came, I'm not ashamed to say we had different items that we did, or maybe no kera kumachanga. Having €5 is a miracle. There's a day I finished service, Enoch, and I was saying, hey, Mukama, I need like a €20 on me. At the beginning, nenda omwami ng'ali mu tubes breathinga, bamukwatiddeko ka bag. Kati ka bag kano bw'oka disconnectinga, this person won't have life again. What do I want to say? Be grateful where you are and understand that life is in seasons and is in stages of life. Be content where you are. I would not lie to anyone. As immigrants, as a refugee, when I came here, we came and we had no reason. Sometimes you even find yourself that you have been rejected for more than 4 years. And okay, if I tell you my testimony, we can sleep here. Not until I worked a 12-hour shift with different jobs and I would even be in the train and sleep over. We shall come back for it. Until when the German government recognized Bangamba, bring your fingerprints. Njagala kugamba omuntu yenna, it can never be the same again as long as you wake up and you have that eye, that far. Well, there's something I love that says, Abraham, as far as you can see. Boba weerabanga atayina obanga atayina. Naye buli kumacha, as far as you see, as far as your eyes can see. Understand that it's a process. And understand that you can't stay there. And I just pray that there is favor on your file.
Oh, yes.
Ate olugero lwa buli omu lulwe tujja wano twagala okusharinga engero. Puzzle yo si ye yange. I looked at my secretary. I was talking to her. Refugee camps tazimanyi. She doesn't know. She came for school. Ate abatalimbye. So kati gwenze najjanga nze nawe nga gwe. So for everyone out there, own your story and stay in that incubation process until you wait God to shift you to a level that will blossom anyone out there. It can never be the same. It can't be winter at the same time. It can't be. It will wake up one time ngomaze and people are coming to be blessed with what you carry in the inside of you. Wow. Keep going, and every day of your life, I'm telling you, God has a reason as why family. For you in the family to be chosen to be in that journey. Being a refugee, Jesus Christ was himself a foreigner. So I would end by telling you, tekikuswaza ate kibeeremu mpola ate togamba ate nze yenze. No. Just know that there is success in that cave. You can't stay there.
Yes.
You can even be a refugee. You can't. You drive through. One thing I tell you, nti okubeera mu parking nga oli mmotoka there's a slogan I used to say, you can't be in a place where God has not placed you. God has fashioned the days of your life and he knows how the papers will come.
Oh, yes.
Exactly. You are yet to sing a new song. Nze njagala nnyo abo abalinze ne mulinda muli ba champion. Muli ba champion. Bagamba kukola olinde. Linda wakatuka tobitegeera. Just keep moving.
Yeah.
There is light at the end of the tunnel. I love you all. Yeah.
Thank you for those powerful words. And I'm really humbled to sit down and have this conversation.
I'm also humbled.
I really and I believe to my viewers out there, abatulaba, we shall all learn and benefit from this.
Wow.
And more so our communities here in German, I believe this is something really important for us where we have to pick a leaf and really move on, and more so to empower our communities here and empower all the migrants here, empower all the Africans here so that we can get to that stage.
Come on, I love that. Yeah.
Yes. See you on 9th May, Africa Europe Business Summit.
Wow.
The tickets are available. We are going to provide the Ubuntu code where you can get a discount at 40 euros, while entrance will be at 50 euros. For those of you who haven't acquired the Ubuntu code.
Exactly.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to share this conversation with someone out there. And of course, subscribe to our channel. See you next time. Be blessed.
Thank you. See you next time. Please subscribe to get more of what we carry. Thank you. Bye. Shalom.